Lesson 4. I need to. Expressing necessity and obligation. Let's listen and mark. Listen to a story of a hungry crow and answer the following questions by choosing the correct options. Once upon a time, there lived a sparrow with her newly hatched fledglings. She was an early bird. One day, when she woke up, she found that it was freezing cold outside. The sparrow warmed and fed her babies in the comfy nest. Suddenly, they heard some noise and they looked up. They saw a big black crow sitting close to their nest and staring at them. The sparrow and her babies got scared and started chirping loudly. The eyes of the crow gleamed as he saw them helpless. His mouth began to water. He said to the mother sparrow, "Mrs. Sparrow, you can see it's very cold outside and I'm really very hungry. So I will be very frank and straight. I want to eat your babies." The mother sparrow was shocked to hear that. The babies could sense that something was wrong and they got scared. However, the sparrow gathered some courage and said, "Mr. Crow, I will also be frank. As I don't have a choice, I can spare one of my babies for you. But what?" said the crow. The sparrow said, "You need to wash your beak first. It's very unhygienic to eat with such a dirty beak. You might die of food poisoning." The crow huffed and puffed, but knew that she was right. So he flew off and settled on a well. As he was about to bend towards the water in the well to wash his beak, the well said, "Mr. Crow, what's the matter?" The crow said, "Mr. Well, I need to wash my beak before eating the baby sparrows. You can't dirty all the water just to wash your beak. You must get a pitcher. Then you can draw water to wash your beak." The well said. Mr. Crow rushed to a potter to get a pitcher. "Mr. Potter," said the crow, "I need a pitcher to draw water from the well to wash my beak." The potter said, "I don't have a pitcher ready for you, nor do I have any clay to form one. You need to get me some clay first." The crow had no choice but to go to the field. "Madam Field," called out the restless crow, "please give me some clay. I need to get a pitcher made by the potter." The field said, "I don't mind. You can take as much as you want. But you need to get a deer's horn to dig up the clay." It took some time for the utterly frustrated crow to find a deer. "Miss Deer," called out the crow, "could you please give me one of your horns? I need to dig out some clay from the field." The deer looked at the crow with her beautiful eyes and said softly, "Surely, Mr. Crow. But you see, I can't do that myself. And I'm sure you can't either. You need to get a dog and he must fight with me and take out the horn." The frustration and hunger was taking toll on the crow, but he couldn't afford to get angry. The dog was easy to find. The crow called out to him, "Mr. Dog, Mr. Dog, I need your help. You must come with me at once. You have to fight with Miss Deer and take out her horn for me." And then the crow told him the whole story. The dog growled and said, "Oh, I'm hungry too. You need to get me some milk before I can fight with Miss Deer." The crow was taken aback, but decided to hurry to Madam Cow. "Madam Cow," said the crow, "could you please give me some milk for my friend Mr. Dog?" He had to tell the cow the whole story. The cow herself was hungry for many days, so she told the crow gently, "Mr. Crow, I understand your problem and urgency. But first, you have to get me some hay to eat. Only then I will be able to give you some milk." The crow was all the more restless by now. "Mr. Farmer," he called urgently, "please give me some hay for Madam Cow." The farmer was very kind. Pointing towards the field, he said, "All yours, Mr. Crow, but you must get a sickle to cut the hay." By this time, the crow was completely exhausted and found it hard to fly anymore. But somehow he managed to reach the blacksmith and told him the whole story and requested him to give him a sickle. The blacksmith fortunately did not ask him to bring any iron and quickly made a sickle for him. It was very hot and glowed red from the fire. The blacksmith said, "Mr. Crow, you will have to wait for a while." The crow was really impatient now and squawked angrily, "No way! I can't wait anymore. You just place the sickle around my neck." The blacksmith warned the crow and asked him to wait. The crow ignored all the warnings and ordered the blacksmith to place the sickle on his neck. The blacksmith got annoyed and he placed the burning hot sickle around the crow's neck. And you can imagine what happened after that. Yes, it had to happen. Mr. Crow had severe burns. He cried in pain and died at once. What do you think is the moral of the story?